Okay, number 11. 5 points from a function are plotted. They want to know which equation could represent the function. So your best bet would be to plug points in to each of these. And you usually want to try to find something that has a 0. So I have a point here that's 0, 0.2. Okay, so x is 0, 0.2 for y. I'm going to plug in that x into these, and then if I can get the answer 0.2 as my y, I know that would be a point on the function. Don't judge my nails, I know they're chipped up. Okay, so here I am going to plug in 0.2. Now, if we have something to the 0 power, it is always a 1. So that would actually give me 0.2. Here, if we use 0.2, and then we are still taking it to the 0 power. So those are both contenders for being a function for this graph. On C, I would have 0.1 to the 0, and that's going to give me 0.1. But I want 0.2. So C is not an answer, and D is going to do the exact same thing. Okay, that's again going to give me 0.1 because remember that's a 1. So we've eliminated 2 possibilities. Now I have to figure out which of these top 2 is the one I'm looking for. You always want to look for points that are going to be somewhat easy to work with. I see one here at 1.1 or 2, 0.05. Those are pretty easy to work with. 3.025 might be a little tougher. 4, and then this only goes halfway up, so we're looking at like halfway between 0 and, let's go with something easier. I'm just going to use this first one here. That point would be at x1, comma 0.1. So we're going to plug in a 1 for x, and we want to get out an output of 0.1. Okay, so again, 0.2, plugging in x1 minus this to the first power. Okay, and down here, 0.5 to the first power. All right, I could do that in my head. You probably want to use your calculator. So first you want to work in the parentheses, 1 minus 0.01, oops, 1 minus 0.1, I'll eventually get it here, it's 0.9, okay, to the first power. So this becomes 0.2 times 0.9. So I'm going to put in my 0.2. I get 0.18. Well, what I'm looking for, I want to get an output of 0.1. There's so many points and zeros here. So I'm going to say A is not my answer because I didn't get that. So hopefully we get it right here. So again, work in the parentheses first. 1 minus 0.5, okay, is 0.5. Makes sense. Kind of separate those. Those are 2 different problems there. I'm going to do 0.2 times 0.5. Aha, that gives me that 0.1. 0.1 is the output I was looking for. So B must be our answer choice.